Welcome to Damn Good Movie Memories with your host, Brian Davis. This podcast is the cure for your long commute and super boring workday.
A man without a name can never be identified.
We've got a handful of false identities used on visas, passports.
My name is Bruno Houtenfaust.
Ivanovic.
I'm Tony St. Hubbins.
A man who doesn't exist can never be caught.
I've been chasing him for nearly 2 years. He eluded a hit squad this morning in Holland Park.
A man who doesn't love can never truly be alive.
This woman has discovered something that will revolutionize the world.
It's a formula for creating energy.
You will steal it for me.
How did you do that?
Magic. When we master this technology, then we dictate terms to the West.
Give it up! You got no place to go!
If I escaped, I always escape.
Paramount Pictures presents
Nicholas Owen, Louis Guanella, Peter Damien.
All the names of Catholic saints.
a story about betrayal,
You've got to get away from me.
I'm not going anywhere until you tell me why you lied to me.
You don't know what you're dealing with here.
redemption,
I can't trust anybody. I never have.
and destiny.
Kill him and bring her alive. If you want to live, you leave my side.
From the director of Clear and Present Danger and Patriot Games,
The army must be mobilized.
The balance of power is about to shift!
Val Kilmer,
Tell me you love me.
Elisabeth Shue,
Who are you?
The Saint.
Hey there, it's Brian Davis, and for this week's episode, we're going to cover the movie The Saint from 1997. The studio was Paramount Pictures, release date was April 4th, 1997. The running time 116 minutes, and it was rated PG-13. The budget was $90 million, and the box office took in $61 million that was domestic, making it the 27th ranked movie of 1997, but it did make an extra $108 million internationally. Roger Ebert at the time gave it 2 out of 4 stars. Here's his review. The Saint is a James Bond wannabe, which is an irony, since James Bond, in a way, is a Saint clone as the character predates Bond. When Ian Fleming began writing his Bond stories, he must have had the Saint in mind. The two characters share a debonair sophistication, a gift for disguise, a taste for beautiful women, a fetish for expensive toys, and a thorough working knowledge of fine wines and fast cars. If The Saint inspired Bond, the Bond films have obviously inspired The Saint, which stars Val Kilmer as Simon Templar, a man of constantly shifting appearances and identities. All of this involves some of the same ingredients that have been road-tested in Bond movies, and indeed, there's speculation that The Saint is also a first of a series. If so, they'll have to wind the plot a little tighter. Compared with the sensational stunts and special effects in the Bond series, The Saint seems positively leisurely. The fight scenes go on too long and are not interesting. The villains aren't single-minded enough. And the Saint seems more like a disguise fetish-ish, easy for me to say, than a formidable international operative. What does work is the chemistry between Kilmer and Elisabeth Shue, whose scenes have a certain charm. I've been trying to put my finger on the movie's key problem, and I think that it may be Kilmer plays the Saint too realistically. If you take a step back and think about James Bond, you will realize that he is mad. So is Batman. So is the Phantom, the most unfairly overlooked recent superhero. They live in fantasy worlds of their own creation and bring a certain style to their delusions. The Saint still harbors ordinary human emotions, and that will not do. And that's the end of Ebert's review. So as you might have guessed, after listening to various past episodes of this podcast, my introduction to The Saint was actually the old-time radio version starring Vincent Price. Much like the Shadow film adaptation, I was looking forward to a film version of The Saint, and frankly, I wasn't disappointed like Ebert was. All right, let's get into the making of the film. So the origin of The Saint goes back to the late 1920s, and were based on the novels and short stories written by Leslie Charteris. From those stories in the late 1930s, The Saint, known as Simon Templar, were adapted for film, with the first being released in 1938. Actor George Sanders took over the role after the film debut and starred in 5 films and was the most popular actor to play the role on film. Lewis Hayward and Hugh Sinclair also starred as Simon Templar for a few films. In 1945, The Saint was adapted for the radio, with Vincent Price taking over the Simon Templar role in 1947 until 1951. The character was then adapted for television in 1962 with Roger Moore in the lead role until the series ended in 1969. This definitely helped his cause to become James Bond when Sean Connery stopped appearing in the Bond films. Director Philip Noyce was a fan of the early written stories of the Saint going back to his childhood in his native country of Australia, and loved the Robin Hood nature of Simon Templar. But he also loved how Templar would keep a little bit of the money as well. He was a bit of an anti-hero too. Noyce was best known for his Jack Ryan films with Harrison Ford, Patriot Games, and Clear and Present Danger. He also directed the erotic thriller Silver with Sharon Stone. One of the cool things that Noyce and the screenwriters did for the 1997 version of The Saint was to touch upon Simon Templar's background and his childhood, which explains a bit about why he chose the life he did. The nice part is they didn't spend a ton of time in the film with the flashbacks, just enough to move the plot along. Today, the film would be like 3 hours long with far too many details, which of course would bog down the film. Noyce first met Val Kilmer while Kilmer was filming The Island of Dr. Moreau. That film was a complete disaster, and definitely watch Val Kilmer's documentary to learn more about that debacle and the madness that was Marlon Brando at the time. Anyway, Kilmer had some fun with Noyce and was purposely late for their meeting while in Cannes. Noyce decided to walk around the streets, and Kilmer kept following Noyce, similar to what Simon Templar would do as his character. Eventually, Val revealed himself, and Noyce knew he found his lead character. Kilmer, by this point, was definitely a star, having a key role in Top Gun, though he was terrific in films prior to that in Top Secret and Real Genius. Post-Top Gun films included Willow, the Doors biopic, where he played Jim Morrison, and Tombstone. But sadly, as of this recording in 2025, Kilmer died in April of this year after years of battling throat cancer. I really do highly recommend checking out his documentary called Val, which covers his entire career and his cancer battle. Now, for Elisabeth Shue, Noyce was very impressed with her performance in Leaving Las Vegas with Nicolas Cage and wanted her to play Emma immediately after meeting her. Of course, Shue, at that point in her career, was best known for The Karate Kid, Adventures in Babysitting, and Cocktail. Okay, let's get into the film. So it opens at an orphanage where a young Simon Templar is being punished by the head priest for refusing to state his given name of John Rossi. Simon refuses because he wants to name himself. John Rossi and the other students are names based on saints. Simon is whipped numerous times but still refuses to say the name. So Simon steals a knife and a pin in order to break out of the orphanage. A number of children follow Simon in an attempt to leave. Simon tries to kiss a girl he likes before leaving, but she accidentally falls off the balcony and she dies. We are then taken to the present day with a grown-up Simon, that's Val Kilmer, who is now a famous thief known around the world. He is preparing for his next heist and is a master of disguise.
Entering foyer of Trediac Industries. Heavy security on elevators. Guards in uniform. Elevator to vault on 26th floor requires separate passkey. Maybe use stairs. No traffic there. October 4th. Personal tidbits. Trediac's former partner died suddenly in 1995. It left Trediac as sole owner of gas and oil empire. Trediac's first son killed in car crash 5 years ago.
Who are you?
Vehicle was driven by younger son Ilya, now 27. Wife now lives in Geneva following assassination attempt in 1996. No other children. October 5th. Ilya spent most of today in Cafe El Dorado with bandito buddies. Gangster rap, coffee, flirting with teenage girls. Small firearms and coats, machine pistols and cars. Family company employs all four as a sort of fix-it gang, group of separate scams.
Simon is currently located in Moscow, and his target is a Russian oil company run by Ivan Tretiak, played by Rade Šerbedžija. While Ivan is at a political rally, Simon steals a vital microchip for the oil company.
Constantinople and Russia. All three have fallen. Only one can be restored. And only one man can restore it. Ivan Petrovich Rade!
Countrymen, Russians, your people here in this room are the cream of Russia, and the whole nation is listening with us. But why do you all listen to me rave? Set aside my oil company, forget about my best-selling book, and all I am is a lunatic, haunted by the fantasy of an empire that reclaims her former might, her former size. All I am is a poet, spinning rhymes of Russia, not cut off at the knees, but armed to the teeth. Not ridiculed, but revered. No, more than revered, feared. But who am I to dazzle you with this dream? All I've done...
How does it look for the leader's son to walk out when the leader speaks?
You'd prefer the leader's son to piss his pants on live TV?
Industries dry.
Ivan's son Ilya, played by Valery Nikolaevich, is less than impressed by his father's speech and leaves midway through. By coincidence, Ilya runs into Simon in the middle of his complex heist, which involves breaking through a complicated security system. Simon and Ilya end up meeting face to face.
Listen, if I give this to you, you're going to give it to your daddy. And what's he going to give you? Not even a Christmas bonus. The guy I'm stealing this for will give me $1 million. If we go in partners, we'll split 50-50. That's $500,000 hard currency. Think of the drugs you could buy with that much cake. You'll be discoing for a decade in Moscow, mate.
I don't need your small change. That's your first problem. Here is your second. Microchip. Please. Freeze!
Sorry. Guns make me nervous.
Suck me sideways.
place to go.
Simon escapes by creating a diversion and then jumps off the balcony onto a truck that was covered in canvas. Elia thinks that he has a clue of a button from Simon's outfit. Simon quickly changes into a homeless man and blends into the crowd on the streets. He later changes outfits again and evades capture yet again. Simon takes a flight back home, this time as Martin, the Spaniard, and chats with a woman who's very interested in the mystery man.
My husband, he's sending me to England to live until things change.
You are married. Not even a year. And already this bastard has a girlfriend. I'm sorry, it's not my business.
How come you know so much about me?
It is a gift. I am Martin de Porres. I am from Spain, but I am named for a Peruvian saint who could cure the sick or the injured by the laying of hands.
He's the same build as the description the Russians gave us, but he doesn't sound like an Aussie.
No. Could be faking it.
X-rays are clear. He hasn't swallowed the microchip. Anything?
Your English with your chips, your fish and chips. On the aeroplane I heavily cheated.
Van Gogh theft, Netherlands. Last year. Same eyes.
Different chin.
Simon sleeps with the woman and later leaves her a rose before sneaking off into the night. He also hid the microchip in a necklace he gave to the same woman and took that before he left. That is why the airport security couldn't find the chip on him. Simon's goal is to hit $50 million in net worth and then get out of the heist business. He's roughly $8 million shy of that goal. Simon used an encrypted online system to find his jobs. And the latest post he replies to is actually from Ivan and Elia. Simon decides to be Bruno the German this time to meet the Russian duo.
So early. You guys want to get some coffee or something?
Sure. Он украл у нас microchip.
Be quiet.
What is it you request of my employer?
Do you know what cold fusion is?
Of course. It's a theory of nuclear fusion at room temperature. Free energy forever.
Yes.
Café?
Klein bitte. As far as science goes, it ranks just above astrology. Those who claim to have achieved the experiment have never been able to duplicate it.
Until now. There is an electrochemist working at Oxford. We believe that this good lady made a breakthrough in cold fusion. Your employer will obtain the formula for me.
He is very busy, and you are very boring. Your offer must inspire him.
This woman has repeatedly avoided my agent's attempts to find the formula. She's caging, difficult.
Maybe your agents are stupid. I think this inspiration would cost you $3 million.
Ridiculous.
Why? You will have the world market in energy. Cost you a nickel for every million you make. His deposit should go...
Hey, it is not for me. It is for Mother Russia.
But you want Mother Russia too, Mr. Trediak. $3 million on deposit in a bank account in Zurich. Agreed?
Yes. And how long to get your employer's agreement?
I'll ask.
Уверен, это он.
father has inspired her.
So Simon talks to a random older woman at a table near them and then walks away. Elia knows that he stole the chip, but they want Simon to find the woman they discussed, and they will kill him. The American scientist who came up with the cold fusion formula is Emma Russell, played by Elisabeth Shue. Ivan wants this formula to dominate the energy market in Russia and be the most powerful man in that country. To get near Emma, Simon dressed as a very disheveled and nerdy journalist who was at the lecture given by Emma at Oxford College.
Well, I didn't prepare any formal remarks. I'm actually more interested in what questions you all have about cold fusion, so I thought we would start with those. Any questions? Please?
Yeah, I have. Dr. Russell. Can you explain the actual process of fusion? You know, the theory.
Yes. Oh, there it is. This is the apparatus. And very simply, when positively charged deuterons are attracted to the palladium cathode, they cram together, and there are millions and millions of them inside the cathode, getting closer and closer, and then they fuse. And they create energy in the form of helium.
But I read somewhere that the experiment couldn't be replicated. So, how do we know it works?
Well, we don't. Not yet. But if you remember Einstein, he knew the theory of relativity to be true long before he could prove it. I mean, he felt the truth. And some of us feel the same way about cold fusion. Because it's there, it's in nature, the raw, natural power just waiting to be harnessed. And when we ignite that cold fusion fire, I mean, just imagine. There's more energy in 1 cubic mile of seawater than in all the known oil reserves on Earth. I mean, you could drive your car 55 million miles on a gallon of heavy water. Maybe the end of pollution. Warmth for the whole world.
And now you know why Ivan wants his formula, even though it hasn't been proven by experiments yet. Simon breaks into Emma's apartment to do some recon on her life and figure out the best way to get her to trust him. Simon decides that he needs to be an artist as his next persona, and he will be named Thomas More. Simon knows she will go to a specific museum, and so he waits for her there.
Do you like it?
What?
Sculpture. Do you like it?
Oh, yes.
What do you love about it?
The way it glows. And how the light holds him in silence, taking care of him. Yeah, that's what I like about it. Are you an artist?
No, I'm just a traveler searching for purity. What do you search for?
Energy.
Yes. Have you ever been on a long journey?
No, not really.
Perhaps I'll take you to my home in Africa. You should experience the energy of where all life began. Sorry, I'm not very good with people.
Me neither.
Simon purposely left his sketchbook behind for Emma to find and, of course, return to him, which sets up another meeting. Simon follows her to a restaurant while she flips through his sketchbook and writings.
I see my angel for the first time, know my purpose, feel my birth. Hear at first faintly, then distinctly, the sweet strains of our union. Our love heats up the cold universe, And gives my tired, desperate
purified by our kisses, are eternally healed. Do you like it?
Who did you write it for?
You are following me. All its destiny. Either way, it's weird.
Very weird.
Destiny, then.
This must look strange. It's, something that I'm working on. A formula for creating energy.
That you carry around in your underwear?
Yeah, I do. How did you do that?
Magic.
Give it back.
Looks like Sanskrit.
Give it back.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to watch you put it away. What else do you keep in there?
Nothing.
That's not true.
Can I get you anything else?
Drink your wine. The Tour 57.
The Latour, sir, is £400 a bottle.
Then we'll have 2 bottles. Then you count it. All this little truths in microbes and things.
Molecules.
Those too.
Can I tell you something?
What? You must. Everything.
It's a secret.
What?
I'm done. My energy research. I'm finished. I mean, I still have some sequencing that I have to work out to make sure that it's safe, but I did it.
It's just been you against the whole world, hasn't it? Have you done it and stayed so positive?
The gift of faith. To see, well, to believe in something that's all around us, but hidden from our sight.
It's beautiful thought.
I can't believe I'm telling you all this. I don't even know your name.
And my name is... I don't want to tell you my name. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. What difference does it make? What's your name?
Emma.
Emma. I now know everything about you. You're a genius. You have a weak heart. You have beautiful dreams, great courage. Unafraid in this world. You get that from your father. And you can't cook to save your life. And you love fish.
I do love fish. That's weird. I want to try that. Yes.
I don't want you to drink your wine.
Yes, I do. What's your name?
My name is Thomas More. I was named after a saint who died for his faith.
Okay. Your work is very dangerous and alive. And I love your poems. They move me. That's not who you really are. you're running away from your past and your pain. And yet you keep it so close to you. So that you don't have to be afraid of who you are. Because you're beautiful.
Simon leaves hurriedly out of the cafe, but again forgets his sketchbook. Seems Emma really did hit a nerve. However, he's still in character, and intentionally cuts the top of his forehead, and blood pours down his face while he sits on a street corner. Emma, of course, finds him and is horrified, and takes him back to her apartment to clean up his wound. Emma has a heart condition which requires her to take pills daily. Simon normally would have no problem sleeping with another woman as part of his job, but Emma's different. He actually feels bad about deceiving her, and they do not have sex, though they do sleep in the same bed and they do kiss. Emma wakes up the next morning to find Simon gone and finds 2 notes simply saying he's sorry. Emma realizes he's stolen her formula she had written on the little paper notes. Simon sends the notes through encrypted files to Ivan, but it's not the complete formula. Ivan's men try to keep Simon online to trace his location and then ambush and kill him. Simon, of course, leaves in the nick of time before Ivan's men find him, but he's almost caught by Elia in the parking garage. Emma then goes to Scotland Yard to report her stolen formula and discovers that all of the various sketches of Simon are the same person. In the meantime, pissed off about being cheated and ambushed by Ivan, Simon decides his next disguise will be Ivan. Simon corners Ivan at a club and forces Ivan to wire the funds to Simon's account before disappearing. So Simon has finally hit his goal of a net worth of $50 million. So he decides it's time to get out of the racket.
Mr. Ferrer checking out.
Окей, я приготовлю ваш счет.
Доброе утро.
Доброе утро. Крым, босс.
Прекрасно.
I'll have one too.
Emma,
Hi.
I'm overwhelmed. You found me.
It wasn't very hard. 2 men with saints' names flew into Moscow yesterday. Isadora Bankanja is a short, bald African, whereas Vincent Ferrer...
It's named after a saint who betrayed his best friend.
How could you do it?
Emma, I had to. I'm a thief.
I want my cards back.
You flew all this way because you want your cards back?
Yes, I did.
No. It's because you're in love. Rest my case.
Who are you?
No one has a clue, least of all me.
And why would you steal Cold Fusion? It's free. Why would you do that?
Еще один, пожалуйста.
8 million reasons.
Oh, 8 million. Wow, that's all? I would have given them to you. If you'd only asked.
You've got to get away from me.
I'm not going anywhere until you tell me why you lied to me.
You lied to me.
I lied to you?
You almost got me killed. The guy stole the stuff for us, says it doesn't work.
Well, screw him.
I don't think you'd enjoy that.
Yeah, you're right. I don't think I would.
Руки вверх! Руки, я сказал!
Emma, you don't know what you're dealing with.
Simon's correct. Emma doesn't know what she's dealing with as she's arrested as well. She finally found the saint, but the domino effect wasn't in the cards for her. All right, there's about an hour left and plenty of thrilling mystery to unravel. So if you're into espionage and spy thrillers, this is a forgotten gem I think is well worth your time. I think Val Kilmer does an excellent job as the lead, and it's arguably one of his best roles that people often forget when discussing his filmography. However, as much as I do enjoy the film and Elisabeth Shue as an actress in general, I feel that she may have been miscast in this role. I think she comes off as far too timid and nervous, which is likely the direction she went with. But if she took more of a adventures and babysitting tone in her character, I think that may have worked out better, at least for me. But I may be in the minority on that one. All right, some fun facts. There were a number of actors who passed on the role before Val Kilmer accepted it. Let's go through the list. You have Hugh Grant, Mel Gibson, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Christian Slater, George Clooney, Kevin Costner, Johnny Depp, Daniel Day-Lewis, and Kenneth Branagh. So the reason Kilmer was available to The Saint was that he decided against doing another Batman film with Joel Schumacher. So Val Kilmer wanted as many disguises as possible, but Paramount wanted to save these for the Mission Impossible films with Tom Cruise. Maverick beats Iceman again. So the poetry written by Simon Templar's long-haired artist character, Thomas More, was actually written by Val Kilmer. The voice of the radio announcer at the end of the movie was Roger Moore. In his autobiography, Roger Moore recalled meeting Val Kilmer at the Cannes Film Festival after the movie came out. Kilmer at the time said of the movie, "Boy, we really messed that up, didn't we?" When Moore asked what he meant, Kilmer replied, "Well, after we finished filming, I went and read the stories. Those were some damn good stories," meaning the books. And Roger Moore didn't argue with Kilmer. While the uses of the Nokia phone might seem like a case of product placement, its use in the movie was actually accidental. Philip Noyce was talking to a technician working on the movie when he noticed the flip phone with an attached keyboard. He thought it was a movie prop created for the movie. And when the technician said it was a real phone, Noyce decided it was a phone that Templar would use as his character. All right, as I mentioned before, let's play some old-time radio from Vincent Price as the Saint from September 10th, 1950, and the case of the horrid hamburger. And then I'll be back next week to talk about yet another random movie from my DVD collection.
The Adventures of the Saint, starring Vincent Price. The Saint, based on characters created by Leslie Charteris and known to millions from books, magazines, and motion pictures. The Robin Hood of modern crime now comes transcribed to radio, starring Hollywood's brilliant and talented actor Vincent Price as the Saint.
Taxi! Taxi! Among men who know locomotion best, it's Louis, 3-1.
Hello, Louis.
Hi, Mr. Templar. Climb in.
Thank you.
And whither can I waft you this beautiful evening?
Whither can you waft me? Louis, what's wrong?
Something has to be wrong before I use a poetical type speech.
No, but
There's a law which says cab drivers can't use good English.
Well, no, but
So whither can I waft you?
Waft me to Spring Lake Road, if you please.
Spring Lake Road? I never heard of it. You've nothing better to do than go around making up new streets?
Louis, Spring Lake Road is in Westchester.
Good. Let it stay there.
Louis, I want to go there.
Why?
I've been invited to dinner by some friends.
The food tastes better in Westchester?
No, but my friends live there.
Okay.
Oh, please don't sulk, Louis. Lots of people live in Westchester.
Lots of people are crazy.
Westchester happens to be a very lovely place.
Full of trees, ain't it?
The trees are attractive.
To who? Apes?
I'd better tell you how to go.
You don't have to tell me. I'll find it.
I know, but...
Listen, Mr. Templar, I'm a cab driver. Cab drivers never get lost.
Louis.
Don't say it.
We've just passed that oak tree on the left for the third time.
So it's an active tree.
I thought cab drivers never got lost.
Somebody swiped all the street signs.
From the trees?
So I got lost. So I'll turn my badge in. So my wife will despise me. So my children will go through life ashamed of their old man. So
Louis, it's 10 o'clock. My dinner invitation was for 8:30.
You'll never make it.
I don't doubt that, but I'm hungry. Next time you get to an eating place...
Don't say any more. Right up the road.
Oh, yeah, the Happy Hamburger. Ben Lawton, proprietor. Doesn't look very happy.
What has it got to look happy about?
I meant the place itself.
Yeah. So maybe it looks a little like if the wolf came around and huffed and puffed, you wouldn't have to strain a lung before it fell down. But food is food.
Yeah, except when it's a Happy Hamburger, perhaps. However...
Hey, that must be the wolf huffing or maybe puffing. Here he is.
Yeah, savage-looking animal, isn't he?
Some wool.
Oh, the poor dog looks as if he hadn't eaten for a week.
Let's get into the joint before he mistakes me for a T-bone steak. Oh, I must have hurt his feelings.
Happy Hamburger's not having a busy night.
What can I do for you?
We'd like some dinner.
Well, we're kind of closing.
But you haven't closed yet.
No, I guess we ain't. Said anywhere. I guess the missus will dish you up some food. I'll go tell her. A very enthusiastic type host.
Never mind that. I hope they have a well-stocked larder. I hope it further occurs to me that they don't have to go out and catch that dog before they have a larder at all.
Stop hoping. A man could get seasick.
Of course, this place may be an undiscovered gourmet's delight, but I wouldn't bet on it. The gourmet who could have delighted in this place is still undiscovered. What do you think of Mrs. Lawton's cooking? Huh?
I don't want to think of it. I'm trying to eat it. You finished with your dinner, fellas?
The dinner is more likely to finish up. Oh, how about dessert?
Well, we got blueberry pie and we got huckleberry pie.
What's the difference?
Huckleberry pie is a nickel more.
Why?
Harder to spell. Which will you have?
Apple pie.
Oh, man.
What's the matter, Louie?
Dinner.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. However, we won't starve to death while you try to find your way back. I beg your pardon?
That wasn't me. That was a tire.
Yeah, I was afraid it was.
I think maybe... Yeah.
Flat?
Flat.
Fine. We're back in front of that oak tree again.
You keep your eye on that oak, Mr. Templar, while I get the spare.
You want some help?
No, thanks. I can... Mr. Templar.
Yes, Louie?
Come here.
Don't tell me you can't lift the spare all by yourself.
Oh, the spare I could lift, but there's something else. You see?
Yes.
A hitchhiker.
Man in his 40s, perhaps, dressed in farmer's clothing.
He must have had walking.
Terribly tired, Louie. He got dead.
Somebody shoots a guy, all right. Maybe you don't like him. But why does he have to stuff the corpse into the trunk of my cab?
I don't know. There were no papers of any kind on the body.
All right, so he's a total stranger. But why are we heading back to the Happy Hamburger?
Because that's where we must have acquired the corpse. It's the only place we stopped. And we're out of sight of the car. Unless he was already in the trunk before we left the city.
No, I checked the tires plus the spare before I picked you up.
Then it's the Happy Hamburger. The man was murdered fairly recently anyway.
How do you know?
Oh, no rigor mortis, body worn.
Never mind, you know. I'll stay a dope. Hey, Mr. Templar.
Yes, Louie?
What kind of a welcome you think we're going to get at the Hamburger?
It's hard to tell, except that it may not be a welcome at all.
Joint is dark. Looks like maybe they went out of business.
Yeah, there's a house behind the restaurant.
That's dark, too.
The Lawtons may have gone to bed. It's after 11.
It is very late. Maybe we should go to bed. Here comes the junior werewolf again.
Yeah, that animal should be fed.
But not by me. All the flesh I got, I need.
Come along, Louie.
Yeah, I'm coming. So is the hound of the basket.
Oh, he's not bothering us.
So far, he kept his teeth to himself. Suppose he decides to risk a few and see how we taste?
That's a chance we'll have to take. Well, here goes.
Don't look now, but our chum has left us again.
I couldn't be more pleased.
You know, if they're asleep, then they're going to love us with a great love.
Well, I'm not at the moment seeking affection.
Yeah?
Mrs. Lawton?
That's right.
My name is Simon Templar. This is Louie.
What do you want?
You cooked dinner for us a little while ago.
So I cooked dinner for you.
Well, since that time, we've had a little trouble. We had a flat tire.
This ain't a garage.
I wasn't referring to the tire when I said trouble.
Why don't you say what you're referring to?
Well, I would rather your husband were here when I do.
He's asleep.
Oh, he can be waked.
What for?
It's a matter of some importance.
You still ain't said anything.
The matter might be murder.
Murder?
That's right.
Come in. Wait in here. It's the parlor.
We shall.
It takes time to waken Mr. Lawton. He sleeps hard.
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm afraid it's necessary.
That don't make it easier. Set. I'll get him up and dressed.
I think the word for her is gracious.
Very few women are at their best in the middle of the night, Louis.
That's what you think. Would you like...
No.
Okay. Hey, Mr. Templar, you figuring the deceased we got in the cab was put there by the Lawtons?
Not necessarily. They did have the opportunity, but so would anyone else who might have been around the place while we were having dinner.
Oh, stop complicating things. It's bad enough. This is some parlor.
Yes, I've seen cheerier places.
They got a radio, though. No television set.
Is that bad?
Well, Mr. Templar, what do you think of television?
I think of it as infrequently as I can. Mrs. Lawton is apparently having difficulty waking her husband.
From what we've seen of the guy, how can she tell when he's awake? At midnight?
What?
Ghosts take walks. Maybe our birds have flown the coop.
It's a possibility.
How can a bird fly a coop?
They're in here. In the parlor.
Mm-hmm. They can't fly a coop.
Hi. Hello, Mr. Lawton. You didn't have to bother dressing for us.
I dress for myself.
And don't go tracking mud over the best rug. Set where you are.
I'll sit where I am. Wife tells me you're Mr. Templar.
I am.
She also tells me you got something to say about a murder.
I have.
Say it.
In a moment. Your wife and you own the Happy Hamburger?
You already know that.
I noticed quite some farmland behind the house. Yours?
Yeah.
You farm it yourself?
Pretty much.
Does that pretty much mean you have help?
Sometimes. Hired hand named Webster.
Oh, why only sometimes?
Well, he up and quit this afternoon.
Oh, that's too bad.
Oh, he'll be back as soon as he spends his money.
You might be wrong about that.
Always has before. What are you getting at?
Suppose we go outside to the cab, huh?
I don't mind. Come on, Emmy.
I'm right here.
What kind of a man is Webster?
Not much account. Works when he has to eat, gets a full belly, stops working.
A philosopher, perhaps. Ever have any quarrels with him?
Kind of nosy, ain't you, Mr. Templar?
Perhaps. But is there any reason why your husband should hesitate about answering that question?
No reason. No quarrels.
Fine. Louis.
Yeah?
Please open the trunk compartment, will you?
Sure. In a second.
There's something I'd like to show you, Mr. Lawton.
Mr. Templar.
Yes, Louis?
If you were planning on surprising anybody, give up.
What do you mean?
Look. Looks like birds can fly coops, only I picked the wrong bird. We have mislaid our corpse, Mr. Templar.
So it would appear. Strange.
Say, how about letting us in on this?
Mr. Lawton, was your hired hand a man in the middle 40s with brown hair and eyes, of stocky build, a small scar under his left jawbone?
Hey, that's Webster. You must have met him. What do you have to say for himself?
We met him, but he didn't have anything to say.
We didn't start out being the great loves of the Lawtons' life, but I hate to think what they must be thinking of us now.
I hate to think of the missing Mr. Webster.
Yeah, he didn't even say goodbye. Mr. Templar, what happened to him?
I don't know. Corpses rarely are the active type, but the late Mr. Webster may have been an exception.
Exceptions like that, I hope, stay away from me. We're in what could easily be an overgrown filling station.
Nonsense. Slow down, Louis. This is Exbrook.
Oh.
Town nearest the Happy Hamburger. Place seems to be shut up for the night.
They didn't take the sidewalks in, though. Hey, up ahead, the Gay White Way.
A drugstore, apparently still open. Let's stop there, Louis.
Okay. Yeah. Front window is full of harnesses, fertilizer, and yard goods. How did you know it was a drugstore?
There's a large sign advertising ice cream sodas in front.
Oh, well, that explains it. We're thirsty?
Only for information. Come along.
Joint is crawling with juveniles. Now look at a jukebox.
Yeah, so it is. The waitress behind the fountain. It's too public.
The waitress?
The fountain.
Mr. Templar, I just noticed. Behind the cash register. This end. Look it.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Well, now put your eyes back in their sockets. She's dressed in gingham. She's wearing pigtails and big blue eyes.
She's merely the farmer's daughter, Louis.
Is that a fact? Hey, maybe she knows a joke.
Be still, Louis. She may be able to help us.
Is help the word you really had in mind?
Good evening, miss.
Hiya, Toots.
I beg your pardon?
Sofa, what for?
That farm ain't what it used to be.
Not to mention the farmer's daughter.
And who's the little stranger?
Who's the... Oh, that's Louis.
It's not bad either, but it looks married. Who are you?
I'm Simon Templar.
I'm Teddy, and what are you doing after I get through here?
Well,
You married?
No.
What a coincidence. I'm not married either.
Well, it happens all the time, but what I wanted was...
Store closes in half hour. Tell me then.
My dear Teddy, Look, what do you know about a man named Webster?
Dan Webster?
I imagine so.
Hired hand out to the Lawtons?
Yeah, that's the Dan Webster I had in mind.
He wears a private property, no trespassing sign on him.
Oh? Whose sign?
Mrs. Lawton's.
How does Mr. Lawton feel about that?
Mr. Lawton has never seen fit to whisper sweet nothings in my shell-like ear. Don't you think they're shell-like? My ears, I mean.
I hadn't noticed.
Stop wasting time and do some noticing.
Look, I'm almost old enough to be your father.
Maybe, but you're not my father.
Good evening, Teddy.
So far, it's a terrible evening. Where you going?
Louis and I have an errand to do.
My phone number is 137, in case.
In case of what?
Your errand is out of town. Goodbye.
Wow.
I'm afraid wow is exactly right.
Oh, you know, I'm coming to the conclusion they got something in these small towns up in Westchester.
What you mean they have is Teddy, and you're married, and we have an appointment.
Yeah. Where?
The Happy Hamburger.
You mean we're going to wake the Lawtons again?
I hope not.
Then what are we going out there for?
We're going to, trespass on very private property.
I ought to hang a sign with shuttle on it on my cab.
No, I don't imagine we're going to be coming out here again.
You're not breaking my heart. You know, every time we come out to the Happy Hamburger, it gets darker.
I think I'll coin a proverb.
It's too late.
It's always darker before it's lighter.
I don't think that'll catch on.
Happy Hamburger's up ahead. Louis, we have a problem.
Oh, thanks for letting me... What kind of a problem have we got?
We got to find a pond, a brook, or perhaps a lake.
You got a sudden desire to go swimming?
No, not swimming. You forget something, Louis.
I always forget something. What is it this time?
Ponds, brooks, or lakes create mud.
Oh, thanks a lot. Tonight, I don't need any mud. Call me hypersensitive. I just don't need any mud.
You better stop the car under these trees.
Okay.
You know, about that mud, I suspect you're mistaken.
That's because you got a suspicious nature. Besides...
Well, we better get started.
Hey, we're heading away from the house.
How true.
Why?
We're looking for...
I know. Yeah.
And they rarely occur in houses.
Okay. Does this watery object you're looking for have to be any place in particular, or are we surveying Westchester County?
It has to be on the Lawtons' land.
Oh, well, that helps, yeah. Probably they got 139 acres. And in the dark, how are we going to search it? I understand hazel twigs don't work anymore. That hound without a home again. I hope he goes away.
Don't be silly, Louis. We want to meet up with him.
You'll do all the wanting by yourself. Why?
Because he's going to be a hazel twig.
What is?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, wait a minute. You mean he'll help us find water?
That's right.
Well, what is all this excitement about water anyway?
Among other things, Louis, water washes away blood.
No, I'll tell you a secret, Mr. Templar. I never liked hikes.
It can't be much longer. That dog is definitely leading us somewhere.
Sure. Probably to a bone he buried last month. I don't know.
He's done it.
Are you referring to the junior-sized lake?
That pond, yes.
Now what? Oh, fine. He went swimming. We gotta go swimming, too?
No, we can walk around the pond. We're at one end of it.
Yeah. Hey, look it. That unground hunk of hamburger has stopped.
Yeah, just beyond the pond in a small clump of trees.
We're joining them?
Of course, come on.
Why?
Because the land around the pond is muddy.
All right, so the land around the pond is muddy. This fills me with a great joy.
The dog's not moving. He's waiting for us.
Also fills my shoes with mud. Hey, you know what happens to trees when they die?
Yeah, they become telegraph poles.
Stop swiping my jokes. Hey, that dog is going nuts.
With joy.
What has he got to be so happy about? He hasn't even gone near a tree.
He's digging at the ground.
Oh, sure, yeah, that bone he buried last month.
Do you know what we're going to do, Louis?
I got an unhappy idea. We're going to copy the dog and dig.
Right.
I'm already looking for something to dig with. What are we going to dig for? Something the dog lost?
No, something we lost.
Hey, Mr. Templar. Couple of feet more, I'll be in China.
Oh, don't be silly. You can't get to China by digging straight down.
Oh, you can't, huh?
Where you get is Australia.
Nobody ever tells me things like that. Hey.
What is it, Louis?
From where you are, you can't see. But from down here...
Well, I'll come to the edge of the hole. Well, Louis, we've kind of found that corpse all over again.
Look, tell that dog to shut up, will you? I don't feel so good.
No, I'll give you a hand, Louis. Help you climb out of the hole.
Hey, that sounds like a car backfiring.
Road's too far away. Never mind climbing up here, Louis. I'm going to join you down there.
Hey, what's going on? And I'm not going to like the answer.
Someone is having target practice with us for targets.
Ooh.
I could see a vague figure at the other side of the pond, too dark to identify.
Oh, there goes that hound that walks like a horse. Probably figured it was too crowded down here. Hey, Mr. Templar, I hate to mention this, but if the boy with the gun kind of wanders over here...
Yeah, I realize that. Louis, this grave we're in isn't level. The edge on your side is lower than the one facing the pond, which means you can climb out without being seen. Make for the trees, then for the road, your cab, and a few policemen.
Yeah, maybe so, but then what are you going to do?
Stay here. Otherwise, our gun-shooting friend will head for the cab, too.
But while I'm getting help, you are liable to be getting killed.
That's a chance we'll have to take, and believe me, I'm not taking it with any great joy, but we have no alternative. You better hurry.
Okay, Mr. Templar. But look, with the way the taxi business is, be careful. I don't want to have to look for another fare on account of you got shot in the woods.
Coming? Well, it's been a lovely life.
Simon, what on earth are you doing down there?
What on earth? Teddy!
Is it fun down there? Because if it's fun, I'll come right down.
Teddy, stay where you are.
May not be very fancy down here, but it is cozy. Simon, you didn't tell me you weren't alone.
I didn't have a chance to. You better not look at him too long.
Simon, what on earth are you doing down at the bottom of a grave with Mr. Lawton?
He is Mr. Lawton, isn't he?
Well, of course he is. Why do you say it in that funny way?
Because we were supposed to think it was Dan Webster, except that I hadn't thought so, not for a while, and, he was murdered, Teddy.
Did you murder him?
No.
Well, I'm certainly glad to hear that, because you're very handsome. But after all, even handsome fellows shouldn't murder people. What they should do is...
Teddy, Dan Webster, along with Mrs. Lawton, murdered Mr. Lawton.
Well, that's not very surprising, because they did have a crush on each other, and nobody loved Mr. Lawton anyway.
They must have planned to leave town immediately after the murder, but, Teddy, did you happen to notice a dog about, not to mention Dan Webster?
I heard somebody running and a dog barking before I found you.
The dog must have frightened Webster off.
So that's all right.
How did you find me?
I noticed your car outside the Happy Hamburger. I lived down the road a bit and was going home, so I knew you were someplace around. And when I was a little girl, I used to be a Girl Scout.
Because you wanted to learn how to tie knots or build campfires?
No, because I wanted to learn how to track a man. I had a feeling it would come in handy. It has.
Did anybody call for a cab?
Louis. Oh, excuse me, Teddy. Hello, Louis.
Hello, Louis, he says.
I thought you'd gone to town for help.
I figured it would take too long. Figured maybe I could get behind the villain and surprise him. So instead, Mr. Templar, you surprise me. Back to the hamburger again. We're hungry?
No, except perhaps for justice.
Simon, the Lawton's car is out front. Mrs. Lawton's in it.
Come on, into the cab.
Over this way.
And be as quiet as you can.
All right, Simon.
Quiet. Can't see us under the trees here. Turn your ignition on, Louis. Be ready to start the car.
Okay. It's ready.
Webster's coming out of the house, carrying a couple of suitcases. He's getting into the car. There they go. Louis.
I know. Follow them.
They may not notice they're being followed.
Supposing they do.
Well, we'll have to chance that.
Okay, but look, I don't mind so much being shot myself. But don't forget, this here cab belongs to the company. I can't afford to get bullets in it. We're coming into Exbrook. What now, Mr. Templar?
Teddy, at this hour of the night, no one would be about, am I right?
It is kind of late.
The police station is where?
The next block.
In that case, catch up with them, Louis, quick.
Well, I should have a collision with them?
Preferably a small-sized one. You're a good driver, Louis. Run them off the road.
But the cab...
Never mind that. Hit them as soon as we get opposite the station.
Okay. I only hope it'll show on the meter. We're getting close to him. And here goes.
Nice going, Louis.
Oh, didn't even scratch your fender. Say, weren't those cops polite, which is very unusual, and...
Louis, be still.
Why?
I have to explain things to Teddy here.
From what I heard, she don't need...
Louis.
I shut up.
Please, Simon, tell me.
Well, you see, Teddy, Mrs. Lawton and Webster planned to kill Mr. Lawton and then leave town, figuring no one would ever know.
How did they expect to get away with it?
Actually, their idea of placing the corpse in the trunk compartment of the cab was clever. Normally, the body wouldn't have been discovered for days, and then miles away from Exborough.
But instead, you got a flat and came back.
Ah, very lucky flat, but not for Mrs. Lawton and Webster. She got quite a shock when she saw our smiling faces, but she kept her head and sent Webster out to remove the body from Louis's cab and hide it. The only mistake she made was being too housewifely.
What do you mean?
Oh, when Webster returned, her instinctive reaction was to tell him not to track mud on the rug. If he'd been asleep in the house, there shouldn't have been mud on his shoes. Therefore, I concluded he'd been out.
I see.
And when the body was missing, I knew that he'd buried it. The mud also told me the burial place had to be near water.
And Mr. Lawton's dog led you to the burial place, and that's where I found you, Simon.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it was.
But, we were kind of interrupted back there, so,
Wow.
Louis!
I'm not hearing a thing or seeing a thing in my rearview mirror.
Louis, we've reached Teddy's place. Stop the car.
Okay.
But, Simon...
My dear, you're very lovely, but you're very young, so I'm afraid this is where the farmer's daughter goes back to the farm.
You've been listening to another transcribed adventure of the Saint, the Robin Hood of modern crime. Now here's our star, Vincent Price.
Ladies and gentlemen, our cast tonight included Louise Erickson, Noreen Gamil, Arthur Q. Bryan, and Dave Light. Larry Dobkin was Louis. This is Vincent Price inviting you to join us again next week at this same time for another exciting adventure of the Saint. Good night.
Tonight's script of The Saint was written by Louis Vittes. The music was composed and conducted by Von Dexter. The Saint, based on characters created by Leslie Charteris, is a James L. Safier production and is directed by Helen Mack. Vincent Price is soon to be seen co-starring in RKO's production of His Kind of Woman. All you Saint fans will be glad to know that the Saint comic books are on sale at all newsstands. Your announcer is Don Stanley. 3 chimes mean good times on NBC. Wednesday marks the return to the air of that delightful couple, Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Colman. There's more good times when The Halls of Ivy with Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Colman returns to NBC next Wednesday. Make a date. Hear The Halls of Ivy next Wednesday evening. The chimes are your invitation. Next, it's Sam Spade, then an hour-long drama on Theater Guild on NBC.
If you enjoy this podcast and are an iTunes user, please do the show a favor and head on over to the official iTunes page for Damn Good Movie Memories. Be sure to leave a rating and a review. This will allow the show to appear higher in the algorithm and spread the joy of this podcast to the masses. If you are not an iTunes user, you can still listen and subscribe on Podbean at damngoodmoviememories.podbean.com. Be sure to like us on Facebook under our Damn Good Movie Memories page. You can also listen to a limited number of episodes on YouTube. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode, and be sure to tune in next week for an all-new episode of Damn Good Movie Memories.